Ba-da-da-da-da-da. Da-da-da. Oh, I'm sorry. I didn't see you there. I'm in a sub battle with my guy Tyler Jones and Seahawks today. We're still about 3,000 subscribers below them. Help me catch Seahawks today and Tyler Jones and hit that big red sub button right now. Welcome into Dolphins Today. I'm your host, Will Scott. And boy, oh boy, are the Tom Brady rumors back or what? Of course, we talked about this last week. We got to talk about it again because, as Peter King reported yesterday, Bruce Arians, the Tampa Bay Buccaneers head coach, is retiring. Sources told him and Sam Farmer they were the first ones on it. Todd Bowles, who is the defensive coordinator the last couple seasons, being promoted to head coach. Staff was informed of the news yesterday, shortly after the Buccaneers put out an official announcement. So Bruce Arians, no longer the head coach of the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Ian Rappaport brings this up because it is kind of weird timing that he would retire this deep into the offseason, maybe not last month or the month before. But Ian Rappaport thinks that the reason that Bruce Arians is announcing this now is because he wants Todd Bowles to take over a good team. Of course, Bowles really not put in a situation to succeed in New York when he was the head coach of the Jets. I mean, they gave him Christian Hackenberg and Sam Darnold. What is he supposed to do? So he knows that Todd Bowles can be a good head coach. He doesn't want to wait until next season where Tom Brady might not be in Tampa Bay. So he wants to start the transition now and put Todd Bowles in a good position to succeed. Here's what Bruce Arians told the LA Times in his announcement. I really thought really hard about going out on top. Then I was like, nah, let's go for two. Let's get another Super Bowl. Last year was a grind with all the injuries, but still winning and getting to where we got, which was, of course, losing to the Rams, eventual Super Bowl champs. Immediately after, 2 to 3 weeks afterwards, it was like I can't let my coaches hang in. I got 31 families that depend on me. He's obviously referring to the 31 members of his coaching staff. If I retire in February, then the Buccaneers are going to look at other candidates. It's going to be open interviews, a lot of coaching changes. My wife is big on not letting all of those families down. So that is why Bruce Arians is making this decision now, of course, just about 2 or 3 weeks after Tom Brady came out of retirement. But the bottom line is this adds more fuel to the Brady rumors, adds fuel to the fire, of course. Last week, we started to hear these rumors resurface when Dale Arnold posted this tweet. Wouldn't be surprised to see Brady playing in Miami. Dale Arnold is a host for NESN. He covered Tom Brady when Brady was playing for the New England Patriots. Mike McDaniel asked about this report at the league meetings on Monday, saying, quote, "It is fake news," calling Tom Brady to Miami fake news, really shutting that down. However, does the Arians news change things? I don't know. Tom Brady came out of retirement thinking he's going to go play for Bruce Arians. Arians moving to a front office role. Brady put out a lengthy Instagram post last night that we'll get to a little bit later. So what does this mean for Tom Brady? Well, I think you could kind of look at this two ways. Number one, he came out of retirement thinking he's going to play for Bruce Arians, so maybe he doesn't want to play for Todd Bowles, doesn't want to play for the Buccaneers anymore, maybe looks elsewhere. This is what Tom Brady said about Bruce Arians on Instagram last night. This is the short version. If you want to go read the long version, it might take you an hour, but do that on his Instagram. Thank you, BA, and all that you've done for me and my team. You are an incredible man and coach, and it was a privilege to play for you. So I mentioned earlier that you could look at this two ways, right? Number one, Bruce Arians no longer in Tampa Bay. Maybe Tom wants out of Tampa Bay. But you could also look at the reports of there being friction between Tom Brady and Bruce Arians. In fact, there was a lot of rumors last month that maybe that's why Tom Brady was going to retire, was because of the Bruce Arians friction. This is what Bruce Arians responded to that. Tom was very in favor of what I'm doing. I mean, I had conflicts with every player I coached because I cussed them all out, including him. but we have a great relationship off the field. This is what the Bucs general manager said. There's going to be a lot of friction between people on a staff and players and a coach. It's just normal. So neither Arians or the GM are denying this. So it's really interesting to kind of look at this in a lot of lenses. But Tom Brady and Bruce Arians clearly had some friction. Did Tom Brady force Bruce Arians out of Tampa Bay? I don't know if I believe that, because Tom Brady came out of retirement 3 weeks ago when Bruce Arians was still going to be the head coach of the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. I'm not buying that at all. By the way, thank you all for your support of Dolphins Today. We started this sub battle 2 days ago. Since we're nearly at 300 new subscribers, we've been killing it here. Much like the Miami Dolphins, we have been nonstop here on Dolphins Today on Chat Sports. So thank you for your support. If you haven't hit that big red sub button, please do it now. And if you think that the Bruce Arians news was all in terms of new developments in the Tom Brady and Miami rumors, you're wrong. Tom, why are you playing with us like this, man? I mean, he posted a TikTok that featured Jaylen, Waddle, and Tyreek Hill. The NFL posted this video 2 days ago of Tyreek Hill and Jaylen Waddle saying, they're the two fastest players in the NFL on the same team. Brady responded to it, as the TikTokers would say, duetting the video. By the way, can somebody find me those sunglasses? I mean, those are the coolest sunglasses I've ever seen. Those aren't Tampa Bay sunglasses. Those are Miami shades that Tom Brady is rocking right there. So he responded to it and then basically tried to beat their speed with his kids, which that's an unofficial 4483, by the way. We got to get that. We got to get that confirmed. But I mean, really, Tom? You know that the rumors have been flying around about you joining the Dolphins, and you're going to post that TikTok. I don't know. But what I do know is that a Brady trade might be risky long term. If Tom Brady comes to the Dolphins, he's more than likely just going to play one season in Miami. And what would it take to get Tom Brady in a trade? It would take Tua. You would probably have to trade Tua to Tampa Bay to get Tom Brady. So is it really worth it, a one-year rental, giving up what the Dolphins believe is their franchise quarterback? I believe Tua can be a franchise quarterback. I believe he can get the Dolphins to where they want to be. So you would be giving that up for a one-year rental of Tom Brady, and then you'd be right back in the quarterback market next season where you would have these free agent quarterbacks available. Derek Carr and Kyler Murray are probably both going to get extensions. Right now, Jimmy Garoppolo and Baker Mayfield are looking for a new home, and Daniel Jones is garbage. I don't want to touch Daniel Jones if I'm the Dolphins with a 39.5-foot pole. I don't want really any of those last three guys, and getting the top two guys, Carr and Murray, probably unrealistic. This is what Armando Salguero said, who works for Outkick.com. If Tagovailoa doesn't perform with his new cast of teammates and the coach who promised to bring out the greatness in him, of course, Mike McDaniel he's referring to, then the Dolphins could turn to Brady. I'm not buying what Armando Salguero is saying right there, because what he's basically saying is the Dolphins want to see what Tua does with Hill and the other weapons they've given him, and they're not going to trade for Brady midseason. Tom Brady's not going to get traded midseason, and I don't think he's coming back for a 25th NFL season in 2023. So I'm not buying that, but I will say this. If the Dolphins were to trade for him now, they would become Super Bowl favorites. The Dolphins with Tom Brady would be better than the Buccaneers are with Tom Brady right now. I think Tom Brady might know that. I think that what Miami has done in the last couple weeks makes them a very attractable destination for Tom if he wants out of Tampa Bay. We couldn't say that when this offseason started, but you've brought in Mike McDaniel, a coach that I think any of us would love to play under, any player in the league as well. You've brought in Tyreek Hill, Connor Williams, Raheem Mostert, Chase Edmonds. So it's an attractable destination for Brady. And I've been seeing a lot of different things from Dolphins fans. So I want to hear from you in the comments. Who would you rather have as your quarterback next season? Tom Brady, I want you to type Tom, or type Tua for Tua Tagovailoa. I have mixed feelings about it. You have the opportunity, maybe, probably not, but maybe, to bring in the greatest quarterback of all time. As I said last week, that is very unlikely. But you also have Tua, who can be a franchise quarterback. I would love to see how he does with Tyreek Hill in an actual offensive line. They had the worst offensive line in the league last year. He still won games. He still had some really decent numbers. I want to see what Tua can do. But if you have a chance to get Tom Brady, you got to go get Tom Brady. You know who also you got to get? JC Tretter. And I am going to speak this into existence. JC Tretter, as I mentioned on the show yesterday, my number one free agent target. I am not going to shut up until JC Tretter comes to Miami. I tweeted this out today. Chris Greer, clock's ticking. You still got a couple hours left today to get this done. Today would be a great day to sign JC Tretter. Get it done before someone else does. And I want to start a movement here. Hashtag JC to Miami. If you tweet hashtag JC to Miami and tag JC Tretter in the tweet, again, hashtag JC to Miami, tag JC Tretter in the tweet. His handle is at JC Tretter. That's easy enough. And I will retweet your tweet. Let's get hashtag JC to Miami trending, and let's get one of the best centers in football on that Dolphins offensive line. And if anything big happens with the Dolphins, if they sign JC Tretter, if they surprise everyone and bring in Bobby Wagner, we're going to keep you informed here on Dolphins Today. So turn on those notifications. You will not miss anything, and we will bring you any big news and rumors related to your Miami Dolphins. This has been Will Scott with Dolphins Today. Go Fins.